Hi everyone, this is Lori here with Lori Hooks. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Today's video is a yarning catch-up where I talk about what I've been working on recently. And I do have a couple finished objects today. I'm going to call them a couple of finished objects. Some might call it one finished object, but I'm going to call it two. And I will show you the items that I have in progress. So let's start out with the finished objects first. And these are my gnome couple. So these are Valentine's Gnomes. The pattern is from the Passionate Crafter. These are from her February last year Valentine ones that she did for her gnome along, and they are free on her blog, or you can buy them on Etsy, I believe. But it's all on the Passionate Crafter website, and I will link it in the description box below. And I closely followed her pattern. I did a couple changes. One is her hat has a couple rows of double crochet on the bottom. I did not do the double crochet rows. I just did an extra row of single at the bottom. And the noses, I did go up one more row in size on my, round on the noses, because I like my gnome noses to be a little bit bigger. And the one other thing is I do not do a crocheted beard. She does. I used felting wool and made a felting wool beard on my little man gnome. So the yarn that I used for these is Sheepy's Katona. I used a 2.5 millimeter hook. If you're interested in the colors, the pink is color number 222, which is tulip. The gray is color number 172, light silver. The nose and their hands is color number 255, which is shell. The red is color number 155, which is hot red. And the white, which these hearts are white, which is color number 105, which is bridal white. And I did use regular acrylic yarn for the braids. And I just used, I think that's 12 strands. So I'm pretty sure that's what that was. So they are all done, and I'm very happy with how they came out. They look really great up on my shelf. So those are my finished objects today, and I'll do a quick showing of my WIPs. None of these are new WIPs. You've seen them all before, but I'll do a quick show of them. So first of all, I got this, this is a knit kit from Maxim, and this is what the picture on their pattern looks like. It is called the Carefree Cardi. See, it's a nice long cardigan, and it uses this rag yarn from Maxim, which is a very busy yarn. It splits once in a while, but it's not terrible. I don't know how well it would work out with crocheting, but on knit I kind of like the way it looks. And I did finish the back panel. So there is my back panel finished. And so they had to do decreases for the arms, and they had us change the stitching around a little bit around the neck. So am I showing you guys the back side? I'm sorry, I'm showing you the back side. There's the front side. Looks much nicer. There's the back panel on the cardigan. I'll show you guys up close. You can see what it looks like worked up. It's a very busy yarn. It's actually a pretty busy pattern too, but it's hard to see because the yarn is so busy, and that is my one complaint with this. Why not use a less busy pattern? But it has been a really, really good learning experience for me. The decreasing for the arms was something I've never done in patterns that I worked up. I have made 2 beginner knit cardigans in the past, and I didn't do decreasing for the arms on them. They were raglan style, so I didn't have to sew them together either. But this has been a good experience for me. This is considered an intermediate knitting pattern, and I'm not an intermediate knitter. I'm a beginner knitter, but I'm making it work. been working on it slowly, taking my time and figuring it out, and I think I'm doing really good. I haven't had, we'll see when I go to sew it together whether or not it is really good, but so far I think it looks really good, and haven't really had any times when I've been like, no, that's completely wrong, that's not going to work in the end. I haven't really had that situation. I've had times where I was really confused and I had to think about it. Sorry about that, I had a call come in. There was some times when I was pretty confused and I really had to think about a few of the rows, but I managed to work it out and I'm very happy with it. So I did finish the back panel a couple of days ago, and then I was really on those gnomes afterwards, and so I finished those. And then I started the front panel. Sorry about that. So I decided to start on the front panel. Make sure I'm showing you guys the front side this time. So I started the right side of the front panel, and that's where I got on it so far. So I'm really enjoying working on this. I work on it for, like, I started this when I didn't have TV distractions, and I just worked at it for a while, and once I started to get into my mojo, then I did start to do it a bit more in front of the TV. So I assume these front panels will work up pretty quickly. We'll see when I get to because the lengths, like on the back panel, you worked the first 22 inches pretty much the same, and then you cut in for the sleeves. The front panels, it's only like 14 inches, and then you start changing what you're doing. So we'll see once I get later on into those front panels how much more difficult it gets and whether or not it gets a little harder at that point. But I am enjoying it. I'm liking the way that it's coming out, and yeah. So that is my knit cardigan. And I have another knit project I've been working on, and that is I am attempting to make a pillow for my couch, and I'll just do a quick show of this because it's not very exciting. But that is where I'm at for my pillow. It's almost long enough to wrap around it, so pretty soon I will be fastening off and sewing it all together. I think I'm just going to crochet it together. But I'm excited to get this done because, to be honest, it's really boring to work on. My plan was to make 2 of these. I don't know if I'm going to make 2 of them because it's pretty boring. So that is what I have been working on. I'm trying to decide now, because I like to have a crochet project and a knit project going, and 2 knit projects is, to be honest, a little bit too much. I do want to finish the pillow so that I don't have it to work on as well. But I want to find I haven't decided if I'm going to start a new crochet project or if I'm going to get out one of those sleeping WIPs and get it finished. I'm kind of cut between the two. Excuse me. So I do have some new crochet projects that I want to get started on, but at the same time, I know I need to get those sleeping WIPs finished. So just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next. But I expect that in my next video, you guys will see some more crochet projects either started or being finished, one or the other. So what have you guys all been working on, and are you getting some more sun than we're getting here? So apparently I better finish up this video before my phone decides to ring again. But I'd love to hear about what you guys are working on, and I hope that you're having better weather than we are. It has been overcast almost all of January. We did have some sun yesterday afternoon, which was beautiful, but it is overcast again this morning. But it's not as cold outside. It's the temperatures are warmer, but it's still winter. It's still very overcast. So, yeah. So thanks for liking my channel. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time on Lori Hooks. Bye everyone.